All right, I'm actually really excited about this because I've been looking for an affordable shotgun microphone that could compare to the 416 for a very, very long time now. And thanks to one of my students for recommending this microphone to me. I'm not sure if they'd want me to give them a shout out, so I'm not gonna say their name here, but thank you so much for this recommendation. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. It's really hard for whatever reason to find a shotgun microphone that's affordable, that's not in the price range of a 416 or like 500 and above, that sounds really decent. I remember I found the Synco D2, and at first I thought it sounded really good, and it's because I had a good microphone, or it's because one of my students ended up getting a really good sounding microphone. But what I found out the hard way is with the Synco D2, you have a 50-50 shot of getting a good sounding Synco and then a muffled, kind of like muddy sounding Synco. So because of that, I stopped recommending the Synco, and even on my kit.co page, I've got a warning under there that you've got like a 50-50 shot. And the thing is, when you get a good Synco microphone, it sounds pretty good, and it's only 150 bucks. But man, this Audio-Technica AT875R sounds pretty incredible, especially at the price point. And I know this is gonna be kind of controversial, I might get some hate for this, but it's completely subjective. But I think I prefer this microphone over the Sennheiser 416. But to be completely honest with you, even though the voiceover industry loves the 416 and it does sound good and it really cuts through a mix, I kind of think the 416 is a little too harsh, at least to my ears anyway. So, all right, let's get into reviewing this microphone. All right, let's take a look at this microphone specifications. It's a condenser shotgun microphone. Its polar pattern is line plus gradient. The line microphone uses an interference tube in the front of the element to ensure much greater cancellation of sound arriving from the sides of the microphone. Audio-Technica line microphones combine a directional gradient element with the interference tube to increase cancellation at the rear as well. And its frequency response is 90 Hertz to 20,000 kilohertz. All right, now I got the microphone in frame with me, and let's test the proximity effect of this microphone. All right, and now I'm about 10 feet away from the Audio-Technica AT875R. All right, and now I'm about 6 feet away from the Audio-Technica AT875R. All right, and now I'm around 3 feet away from the Audio-Technica AT875R. All right, and now I'm about 6 inches away from the Audio-Technica AT875R. All right, and now I'm right up on the AT875R, and I'm curious to see how the audio differs at those different distances and how the bass response handles being right up on the microphone like this. All right, and now let's see how this microphone handles plosives. Peter Piper popped his peas, resulting in plosives. All right, really sorry about the microphone handling noise, but now let's see what the polar pattern's like in this microphone. Now I'm talking into Audio-Technica AT875R. I'm around to the side of the microphone. It should be rejecting me quite a bit. Now I'm around to the back of the microphone where it should really be rejecting me quite a bit. Now I'm back around to the other side of the microphone, still rejecting me. And now when I get back to the front of the microphone, all of a sudden I should sound really present and clear. And that is the AT875R. All right, and now, just like with how we started the video, I have the AT875R microphone boomed above me like you would with a shotgun microphone, and this is a shotgun microphone. So if you want your microphone out of frame and not in the video, definitely go with a shotgun microphone, and I definitely recommend this one. All right, and this is what the Audio-Technica AT875R sounds like in an untreated space. Obviously, this is not ideal. You would definitely not want to record in a space like this. You can hear my voice bouncing off all of the hard surfaces, the walls and everything in here. It sounds like I'm kind of in a box or a tube or something like that. Those shotgun microphones do reject audio coming into the side and a little bit in the back of the microphone, especially this one. It's still kind of a recipe for disaster for you to put a shotgun microphone in close quarters like this in an untreated space. And this kind of scenario, you would definitely want to go with something more like a small diaphragm condenser microphone or a dynamic microphone. They are more forgiving in a space like this, but even with those microphones, you would definitely want to treat the space that you're recording in so it doesn't sound like an echo chamber like this does. But now let's see what the Audio-Technica sounds like in a treated space. All right, and this is what the Audio-Technica AT875R sounds like in an acoustically treated space. All right, let me know in this blind A/B test if you can tell which microphone is the Audio-Technica AT875R and which microphone is the Sennheiser 416. All right, let me know in this blind A/B test if you can tell which microphone is the Audio-Technica AT875R and which microphone is the Sennheiser 416. I have been on the search what seems like forever for a shotgun microphone that's affordable that can actually compare to the Sennheiser 416 sound. I've always wanted a shotgun microphone that I could recommend to my students that's not going to break the bank like the Sennheiser 416. I gotta be totally honest, when a student of mine recommended the Audio-Technica AT875R, I thought to myself, oh great, here we go again, another affordable shotgun microphone that's not even going to come close to sounding like the Sennheiser 416. But when I first plugged it in and heard how it sounded, I was kind of blown away. As much as I do like the Sennheiser 416, I've always kind of been turned off to how harsh the high end of the 416 is, at least on my voice. And I've always wanted to find a shotgun microphone that had the crispiness of a 416, but just smoothed out a little more than the 416. And I gotta say, I think I've found that microphone. Now, this might sound a little crazy, and I definitely want to sit with this microphone more and give it more of a listen and comparison to the 416, but my initial response was actually preferring this microphone over the 416. All right, so let me know in the comments below if you knew which microphone was which in the blind A/B test, and then also let me know in the comments below which microphone you prefer and why. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. All right, and would I recommend this microphone for content creators? Yes, I absolutely would. I think it's a fantastic sounding microphone, whether it's boomed above you and out of frame, whether it's up with you. I think this microphone sounds great. And to be completely honest with you, to my ears, I think it has a smoother high end than the 416 does. Like I said earlier, I kind of actually prefer this microphone over the 416, which probably sounds crazy, but I love the way it sounds. And then now, would I recommend this microphone for voice actors? Yes, I would also recommend this microphone for voice actors. I use a 416 most of the time in the booth when I'm recording voiceover, but honestly, I might replace that with this Audio-Technica microphone now. I really did not expect this. You know, when I first was suggested this microphone, immediately I thought like, oh, well, you know, here's another microphone that's gonna be affordable, that can't really touch the sound of the 416. It's gonna sound really muffled and really dark, and it's just gonna sound really dull. But when I first heard this microphone, I'm not even kidding you, my jaw dropped. I was pretty shocked. So anyway, yes, I do highly recommend this microphone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. And well, you know what they say.